Hello, everyone. Oh my! Whoa! Hold on there. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another comment. Oh my! Jesus Christ! I forgot about this. Oh man. So, okay, a little bit of context here. Um, I wanted to have some sort of since I knew this video was coming out on Halloween. I figured I needed some sort of costume to kind of, go along with the whole thing, and I forgot that I had this one. Oh my god. Oh jeez, this one. Oh, that costume was so tight. That like that was a costume I remember buying from like Wish.com when I first got it. I was an idiot, so I was just I just bought I. It's a long story, but I remember just I was like, okay, I guess I'll wear this costume, and I remember just like ripping some of it at like the seams. There's even a part later which you'll see. There might be some stuff that gets ripped while wearing it, but um, yeah, it was like super tight, and I guess I gained a little bit of weight since I bought it, and so it was not a it's not a comfortable time, but anyway, so welcome back, welcome back to our next commentary. We're finally having these back on schedule, or at least what I call on schedule. So, um, but so yeah, we're talking about the Splatterhouse video today, and this one was. Oh man, this one was a really fun video. I would go as far as to say, like, as far as games that I was really looking forward to reviewing, this is like as far as favorite videos, this is like right up there with Destroy All Humans. I'd say this and Destroy All Humans are probably my favorite special reviews that I've done so far. Um, it was just because the thing about those games is that they were part of franchises that had such a cult status, and it was this is one of those games that like I was waiting years to finally sit down and play for myself. So the fact that I could get this out there in an actual video was crazy to me. Also, I love this edit right here. um I have to admit though, this was not I didn't come up with that. Sad to say. That was inspired by um, the man who gave me my love for Splatterhouse, which was Derek from Stop Skeletons from Fighting, back when he was the happy video game nerd. I remember back in the day I watched his Splatterhouse videos, all of them on repeat, and it was one of those things where it was like I saw his videos, I loved them, and then for years I was like, okay, I really want to play this. There was one time where I remember I was at a retro game store and I saw it on the shelf, and this was me as like, I might have been like 15 at the time, and I wanted to get it, and the guy was like, how old are you? He was just like, yeah, it's like, I think you're a little too young for that. It's just like, come on, man, like, come on. I wanted to play it. So it was, I think um it wasn't until 2022 I finally got a copy for myself, and I did play it a little bit, like the first level or so, but I haven't, like, I didn't go back to it until um I didn't go back to it um until I actually sat down and recorded footage for the review. This video in most for the most part is essentially a blind playthrough of the 2010 game, because I had seen most of the cutscenes. Like I watched all the cutscenes in, like, those movie type videos on YouTube, but I never really saw the levels themselves. Well, well, actually, that's a lie, because I did watch the Super Gaming Brothers playthrough on this. I didn't remember much of it though when I finally played it for myself. So there was, I get, yeah, just kind of lost in memory or something like that. But yeah, anyway, it was for sure a definitive like first playthrough of mine, and I was super excited to get into it. I had seen all the criticisms online, so I was just kind of waiting for this shit to happen. And some stuff did happen as I, kept playing and whatnot. But yeah, it was just one of those things where it was like, well, I guess it's just we kind of deal with it as we go along, and it makes for material to get into as we as we play the game. So, but a little bit of context because, um, so I know I teased it at the end of the City That Never Sleeps video, which was, let's see, that was the be- that video came out at the end of September. Um, in before that though, I actually had that video edited prior to my birthday. I had the City That Never Sleeps video ready to go, and before my birthday, I knew I said I was going to do Last of Us next, but it was just like Halloween was coming up. I had the game. I wanted to play it. I'm like, okay, let's do it now. So I made that teaser at the very last minute. I didn't tell anybody. Like I said, I think I said this in the last commentary track. I didn't tell Swifty because he was like, "Oh yeah, I can't wait for you to get to The Last of Us and whatnot." And I'm just like, "Okay, yeah, let's just fuck with him." And sure enough, like I remember the City That Never Sleeps video coming out at the end of September. I remember his first reaction. He was just like, "Wait, what? You're not doing The Last of Us?" I'm like, "No, I'm doing this game instead." And he was like, I asked him, I was like, "So, what do you think?" And he was just like, "Yeah." But at that point, though, I was like, because you got to remember, it's like, I told him I was just like, okay, I'll do Splatterhouse. It's not going to take very long, and then the next video after that will be The Last of Us. Like I promise. And what like I told him I was just like, okay, it's going to happen. And I remember recording. Recording Splatterhouse, and I remember it didn't take very long. But also at the same time too, I was like, it was a weird period because I just started my new job, so I was trying to get used to that. But also I really wanted to get this worked on too. So I think by the time I got the video finished by, I want to say close to when the City That Never Sleeps video came out. At least a week beforehand. This video was ready to go, and I think I was trying to remember when exactly the the premiere, like when I decided it was like, okay, people will see it was like very early on in October. I was just like, okay, let people know that the video is ready to go, and that whenever October 31st comes around, that's when people are going to see it, and it's just going to be really fun. And I hope people enjoy this. And I hope I hope this game gets a little bit more recognition. This is a series that I would still, even to this day, I would love some sort of revival in a way. We get remakes and shit like that, remasters for, Resident Evil, Silent Hill recently. Fuck, even Sonic just got, at the time of this recording, it just got a re-released version with Generations. So why not have Splatterhouse? There is a following, and they're a very vocal following. So I would love at some point if this game got a remaster in some way. But But yeah, so the first time going through it, there were some hiccups throughout it, like this part specifically with, trying to figure out how to open the door, and some puzzles were not as clear cut as you'd think they'd be. So there was a little bit of hurdles, but for the most part, it was a very solid time through. There were some bullshit parts toward like the last level before the final boss was just, there was one part in particular that was a huge pain in the ass. But um I'm trying to remember. Like for the most part, it was mostly a very comfortable experience going through it. There were some sections that did suck, like the 2D ones. The 2D ones fucking blow. There were some puzzles that I just didn't care for. There's some levels that were kind of boring to trek through, but for the most part, I really enjoyed myself. And so I remember finishing the edit, um, yeah. Another thing I remember too is because at the time when I recorded this, I only had the Xbox 360, and when I started my new job, I was getting paid and whatnot, and that statue you see at the very end of the video, that's from the collector's edition. And when I bought it, because I don't know, there was a part of me who was like, maybe I could put it in the video as just kind of a last minute thing. Um, so I started my new job, and I was just like, okay, let me. I saw that collector's edition on eBay, which at the time at the time sorry, I love this. A little self-censoring of my face there. That's hilarious. I laughed out loud just seeing that and showing people. It's like, hey, we can't show titty on YouTube, so it's just let me put my little face in the frame there. um, but yeah, I remember at the time, I remember buying that collector's edition, and then I think I recorded the camera footage, or at least that ending scene. I can't remember if I recorded all of that in one sitting or not. I don't think I did. I might have recorded that afterwards, but yeah, I recorded that at the very last minute, and it was bad when it came because one of the pieces on the mask broke. So, so there was a little piece that was just kind of segmented off. I just put it back on with some Gorilla Glue and whatnot, and so I got the mask, and then it came with the PS3 version. Which, when I wrote the script, I didn't have the PS3 version, and I was just like, well, it's just like they don't need to know that I have the PS3 version. At some point or another, I will do a revisited on this game, and I will go through the PS3 content or the PS3 version just for the sake of what's different and whatnot. But I just kind of I was just like, you know what, whatever, just do its own thing, and, that shit. So, but so I had the mask, and I had it all ready to go, and I recorded all that afterwards, and it was fun and all that kind of shit. But yeah, when the video came out, I remember it doing okay. Let me check the view count. It's at 164 views. I think when it uploaded, it was like 150, or at least 140. It was close to that. So I want to say it did okay. Like it did better than I thought it would, which was it was surprising at the time. But it's just, for a game like this, it was just like, it's you do it's gotta have that jump scare in there, man. So I was just like, okay, let me I'll put it out and whatnot, and it's just kind of its own thing and whatnot, and so it's yeah. But yeah, it did okay, and so at some point or not, I think somebody might ask me, it's like, when are you going back to Splatterhouse? And It's just like, well, it's not. It's like it's not right on the docket right away. Um, I would kind of like to see something happen. Like, if there was a remaster announced, then that would be the perfect time to kind of segue back. So I think maybe, I don't know, next Halloween or whatnot, I could do it as a kind of smaller video, like before the Halloween season, before the main Halloween review. Um, but yeah. Also, I guess I don't know if some people watch the Let's Play channel. I bet some of you don't. I did have plans of recording Splatterhouse for the LP channel, just as my Hallowtober videos, which I didn't have the time. So, um, but yeah, I can't. But yeah, I can't wait till we get to Splatterhouse next. Oh, here we go. We're getting into it now with the ending. So yeah, I promised The Last of Us would be next, and that did not turn out to be the case because it just became a hassle. Like when I recorded it, um, actually, oh wait, I did record this all in one sitting. So, okay, so I guess I, I guess all the camera stuff was like right after I got it in the mail, which I don't think it took too long. Um, so let's see. So yeah, afterwards it was just like, okay, the plan was November was going to be the video for The Last of Us to come out. That didn't work obviously because scheduling conflicts and what it just became a hassle. 'Cause I started a script and I just couldn't really get to it, and I'm like, well, it's like I'll try and work on it, but it's just like Christmas was coming up, and so it's like I wanted to do Spider-Man 3 just to cap off the year and whatnot. So, and we did Spider-Man 3, and we did another video, which we'll get into next time. But anyway, yeah, this was the commentary. So I hope you all enjoyed it, and stay tuned for the next commentary track, which I think is Spider-Man 3. I feel like I'm forgetting a video in between this one and between this one and the Spider-Man 3 video, which I don't think is the case, but we'll see. But anyway, have a great night. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and take care of yourselves, people. Also, happy Halloween. Stay safe if you're going outside. Get as much candy as you possibly can. And, yeah, enjoy the festivities, people.